And we are ready for baseball here in Grimes, Iowa. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Gilbert Tigers Baseball here on Tiger Broadcast. My name is Kale Sleezer, and it is once again my honor and privilege to be the voice of Gilbert Tigers Baseball this season. We are in a race against the clock against Mother Nature tonight, so we're doing the old switcheroo between JV and varsity. Varsity will get the action started tonight. We are filling in lineups as we go tonight due to the accelerated timeline of this game, but the Tigers lineup is as follows. Leading off in left field tonight is Braden Howard. Batting second in center field is Tommy McGuire. Batting third, playing shortstop, Ian Eldred. Cleaning up and batting fourth at third base, Matt Zaz. Blake Bell catches and bats fifth. Batting sixth and playing first is Seth Popish. Alden Short is in right field, batting seventh. In the DH spot, getting his first start of the season, batting eighth, Trent Wesselman. He will bat for Josh Grauwinkle at second base. He's the designated player this evening. And then batting ninth for the Tigers, the starting pitcher, Micah Leyva. And as far as the Tiger opponent tonight on the mound, it appears that it will be number 10, Connor Stolpe, the junior. Stolpe has been excellent. He's started 2 games, played in 6, a 3-0 record with an ERA of .54, 21 strikeouts in 13 innings, and only 8 walks and 1 earned run. The Tigers have their work cut out for them tonight. But star player for the Mustangs, Tainton Gray, is not in the starting lineup tonight. We got word that he is at the MLB Combine. So the Tigers will have that going for them as Braden takes down low for ball 1. And away we go in Grimes. 5:32 p.m. local time, first pitch. So that's a called strike. We are set up right by the home dugout tonight on the first base side. And here's the 1-1. In the dirt, 2-1. Next offering from Stolpe is a little bit low, 3-1. Braden Howard typically bats in the 9 spot for these Tigers, but Coach Gall mixing it up a little bit, putting both speedsters in Howard and McGuire at the top of the lineup as the count is now full. Tommy is on deck. And the payoff pitch. That is on the ground to shortstop. It's cleanly gloved. Throw to first is just in time to get the speedy Howard. It'll be a 6-3 putout. Tommy has been the main force of this Tiger offense so far this summer. .490 average, .581 on base percentage. Tied for the Raccoon River Conference lead in triples with 4. Has driven in 11 and scored 17 and has started all 15 games. It's a take and strike on Tommy. And the 0-1 a little bit high. Tommy in his typical spot in center field tonight. So that one is chopped foul. Count 1-2. Both of these teams aimed to play a doubleheader last night. Tigers were cut short in Game 2 against Boone last night, while the hometown Mustangs were cut short against Pella. They lost a close 13-12 Game 1. That one is hit well to left center field. That one is going to get down. We'll see if Tommy wants another triple. And he will coast into second with a 1-out double. So Tommy continues to find the gaps as Eldred will stand in with a runner in scoring position and 1 away. Eldred's been excellent offensively as well. .320 average, .424 on base percentage, 12 RBI, which is tied for the team lead with Trip Sturgill. He's stolen 6 bases, which also leads this Tigers team. He started every game. Next offering to Eldred is a bit low. 2-0 our count. Glad to see 19 of you here with us on Tiger Broadcast, whether you're a Tiger fan or Mustang fan. Got a question from a Mustangs fan where this game would be on tonight. So if there are any Mustang faithful out there, welcome. We're glad to have you. Glad to provide some coverage for the old weather switcheroo tonight as varsity kicks off festivities. Big swing and a miss from Eldred. That evens the count at 2. Matt Zaz, the cleanup man, waits on deck. And a throw back to second. That gets away, but Tommy will stay at second. One on, one away, 2-2 the count on Eldred. And he takes an inside fastball, 3-2. Tommy getting a big lead over at second, jumping around a bit. And that one is popped up foul territory. It's out of everyone's reach. And we'll do it again. Good battle here between Eldred and Stolt. That one is hit. Base hit into left field. Tommy had to wait a minute just to make sure that got by, but it'll be runners on the corners with one away for Zaz. Great at-bat from Eldred. And 2 early hits for the Tigers. This would be a big upset on the road if the Tigers could pull one out here tonight. Tigers come in with a record of 8-7. Mustangs with a record of 11-6. Have had a very strong offensive lineup the last few years, so getting an early run or a few early runs on them here would be huge. Count is 0-1 to Zaz. 250 average, 426 on base, and 2 RBI in 15 games for the cleanup man as he takes a strike. Zaz has been a reliable presence at third base this season. We'll have to fight here down 0-2 in the count. Blake Bell waits on deck. That one is hit over to shortstop. Step on second for one, over to first. That is an inning-ending double play. And the Tigers can't capitalize with runners on the corners. We'll be back with the bottom of the first in Grimes in just a moment. Tate Perrin will lead off the offensive effort for the Mustangs tonight against Micah Leyva. Mike has been fairly sharp this season. This will be his 4th start in as many games. 4.20 ERA, 14 strikeouts in 13 1/3 innings pitched. Really only had the one rough start. I believe that was against Pella last week. They are still ranked number 2 in Class 3A. First one is a strike from Leyva. We'll get Perrin's numbers here on the season. 453 average, 529 on base, 3 home runs, 14 RBI, and 27 runs scored in just 17 games. That's popped up right side. Popish moving over. And he makes the catch just by the home dugout. And that will be a P3 to retire Perrin. Here's Kathan Stocker, the right fielder. Stocker's batting .347 with a .396 on base, 8 RBI, and has scored 19 runs in 17 games. He tries bunt there, but squibs it foul. Tigers managed to get 2 hits in the first, but grounded into an inning-ending double play in case any of you folks missed the top of the first. Glad to see 28 of you here with us on Tiger Broadcast. Cale Sleazer here with you. Always a pleasure. So that's a called strike. Micah has had success this year when he has attacked the strike zone in the first inning, and he is doing so to start this game. Here's the 0-2. On the ground to Eldred. It's short. It just squibs past him into left for a base hit. It would have been a tough play. It will be a single for Stocker, which brings up Cross Bandy, the second baseman. Bandy, another big piece of this potent Mustang offense. 424 average with 25 RBI and 17 runs scored in 17 games. Double play ball is in order for the Tigers. And a called strike. Good frame by Bell back there. Bell has been that workhorse catcher for the Tigers. He has only missed 1 game in the last 2 seasons, and that was when he got the day off in a doubleheader last year at the Grange Classic. That's another called strike. Micah is really attacking here. Oh, 2. That one is hit well to center field. Running back and not able to make the catch is McGuire. And the runner will park at third. It's a double for Cross Bandy. So both sides with 2 hits in the first inning. And here is Braden Shavink batting in the cleanup spot for Dallas Center Grimes. So 2 hits and 2 strike counts here for the Mustangs, showing their grit early. Shavink batting .347 with a .450 on base, 3 triples and 14 RBI in 17 games for the cleanup catcher with 2 runners in scoring position. That's a called strike on the upper edge. Keeping a close eye on the radar this evening. Might see some spot showers in the 6 o'clock hour. Hopefully they stay away long enough to get this varsity game in. Bunt shown. It's popped up foul. That'll get away from everybody. It's 0-2. Lots of early strikes here for Micah. That's really encouraging to see from the sophomore. Leyva gets the sign. Runners have their leads. Fires the 0-2. Check, swing. No swing, says the field umpire. Right call. Shavink only went about a third of the way around there. Alec Eisenhart, the left fielder, is on deck. And here's the 1-2. That one is flown toward right field. That'll drop foul. And we'll have another 1-2. 2 on, 1 away, 1-2 count here in inning number 1. Both teams trying to recover from a loss in Game 1 of a doubleheader last night, after Game 2 was cut short due to rain. That's on the ground to second. It's cleanly gloved by Grauwinkle. Throw to first is in time. A run does score. That's not the worst thing in the world if you're the Tigers exchanging an out for a run. Getting it to 2 outs. So it's a runner on third with 2 away for Eisenhart. He's batting .262 with a .333 on base and has driven in 8 in 17 games. RBI 4-3 put out for Shevink as that's a called strike on Eisenhart. And that's ripped foul down the left field line, and another 0-2 count dealt here by Leyva. Leyva gets the sign, winds and fires, and a little bit high. Count 1 and 2 should the inning continue. It's Tate Brendeland on deck, the Mustang designated hitter. 1-2. That one's roped into left field, and was that caught? Yes, it was. Braden Howard making a palm underhand catch there in left field. An interesting catch. And Leyva limits the damage to 1. Tigers will be back up in the second with Bell, Popish, and Short when we come back. And we're back here on Tiger Broadcast. Glad to see some viewers trickling in. 31 of you here with us. Kale Sleazer with you on the broadcast. Welcome to Tigers and Mustangs fans alike. Both teams got 2 hits in the first inning. Mustangs scored on an RBI groundout from Braden Shevink to score Kathan Stocker after he singled, and then Cross-Bandy doubled to advance into third. Big swing and a miss there by Bell. Bell had a really nice, let's call it a game and a half last night. Don't really want to call it a doubleheader. But in the action the Bell saw last night, 3 hits and an RBI. As he takes just up high, 1-1. Bell's numbers on the season, .286 average, .434 on base, and has driven in 8. And has been the backstop in all 15 games for the Tigers. Count now 2-1 on Blake. Cooper Mitchell did come in to catch defensively for 1 inning last week, but other than that, it has been all Bell. And takes just outside, 3-1. Bell shows good discipline with those above-the-belt fastballs when they're close to the zone. He knows how to lay off those. And he does it right there. 5-pitch walk for Blake. And we'll see if Joey Pyfron comes in to run for him, as he typically does. And it does look like it will be Joey Pyfron to run it first. And we'll see if Joey is feeling steel here. Joey has been excellent on the bases this year. He has stolen 5 bases in just as many attempts. And we'll see if Seth Popish can move him from the first base spot. Seth in the second game last night, it won't go on the stats. He had a bases clearing double. Drove in 3 runs. That's what I forgot to do this morning. I forgot to post his double. We'll get to that tomorrow. So that one misses low ball too. In case any of you Tiger fans aren't aware, we do have a 2025 highlight playlist going. I post that on my personal YouTube channel for portfolio purposes. The link to that playlist is in the description of this stream if you want to take a look at any Tiger highlights. There's a lot of good stuff there. As Popish takes a strike, 2-1. Seth's batting .267, a very impressive .450 on base to supplement that. Has driven in 7 in 12 games played. As he takes a brief look at the scouting report in his back pocket. Pyfron on first after the leadoff walk from Bell. That one is hit, base hit into left. And Pop is in the Popish bat these last couple of games, and the Tigers are in business with the dangerous bat of Alden Short coming up. Alden batting .286 with a .357 on base, a home run and 9 RBI, 13 runs scored in 14 games. And now Pyfron, the potential tying run in scoring position. First offering from Stolp is down outside. Tried the breaking ball there. We'll see you back here tomorrow night on Tiger Broadcasts, where Gilbert makes their much-anticipated return to Ballard, who is now ranked number 5th in the state. So that is a called strike, 1-1. Tigers upset the Bombers last year on their senior night in extra innings, and I'm sure the Bombers will be out for blood tomorrow. That is a game you folks do not want to miss. We'll see you right here tomorrow. That one is hit well down the right field line. That's a fair ball. This should tie the game. Popish will round second and go to third. And he will get there sliding in uncontested. Short ties this game. It's 1 apiece. And now all Trent Wesselman needs to do is hit a fly ball to the outfield, and the Tigers can take the lead. Four early hits for the Tigers, really punishing Stolp on the mound. Wesselman takes a strike. Trent has 2 hits on the year. He had a single last night. Not sure if that was officially counted in the stats. I think that was in game 2, but he had that great grand slam on the road at Mason City a couple weeks ago as he squibs this one. That's a fair ball. I thought that went off of Trent's foot, but they're calling it a fair ball. And Trent is out at first base, shaking his head. Short does advance to second. We'll see what Micah Leyva can do with runners on second and third. With 1 away. That'll be a 2-3 put out. As that one is hit well, base hit into right field. That gives the Tigers the lead. Short will stop at third, and the Tigers offense is rolling. Already 5 hits, and we're only in the top of the second inning. And we'll see if Howard can get another run across. So Micah helps his own cause with his second RBI on the year. And as expected, this is Taylor Dukes, courtesy running for Leyva. Pyfron and Dukes, the running duo on this team. And that one misses well high to Howard. A ground ball wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here, even if it does get an out. Braden is very quick. It'll be very hard to double him up on a potential double play ball. So that's a called strike on the edge. Stolp working a little bit on the quicker side. As that one is on the ground, gloved, tag at second for 1, over to first. And safe at first is Braden Howard, and that scores another run. It's 3-1. And the Mustang crowd doesn't like that call. Looked like the field umpire turned his head pretty late in that play, and the Mustang head coach wants a word. As of now, it's 3-1 with the runner on first. RBI, 6 unassisted fielder's choice. And now the umpires are going to talk this one over. And we'll see what shakes out from this. 2 outs as it stands. 3 home in the inning for the Tigers. And I don't think anything's going to change here. And Mustang head coach still talking with the field umpires. The home plate umpire wants to come back and listen in on the conversation. Extended conversation here. We're not quite within clean earshot of these guys behind the home dugout. But it doesn't seem like a particularly heated conversation. I think they're all just thoroughly explaining. And Mustang coach still talking as he goes back to the dugout, and the home plate umpire doesn't like it. It was a simple conversation until you ruined it, said the home plate umpire. Interesting. It seemed like a pretty civil conversation until coach was walking back to the dugout. Home plate umpire was talking with his back turned. Interesting exchange there. Tommy tries to lay down a bunt. Goes foul. So here's the inning so far. Walk from Bell, single from Popish, RBI single from Alden Short. A ground out from Trent Wesselman that advanced the runners. Then an RBI single from Micah Leyva. Then an RBI, 6 unassisted fielder's choice from Braden Howard. Brings us to Tommy McGuire, and that one gets away as Howard does get the steal of second. The passed ball wasn't quite enough to get to third base. It would have been a passed ball if Howard did advance farther than second, but he was off stealing anyway. 1-1 with a runner in scoring position. And that one's high and tight on Tommy. Tommy doubled to the left center field gap last time. He's found those gaps very well this season. Had that aforementioned triple last night. Takes inside, 3-1. 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors for the Tigers. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors for the Mustangs here in the top of inning number 2. 3-1. Up high for ball 4. And it's 2 runners on for Ian Eldred. First pitch to Eldred. Takes a strike. Right on that upper edge. Both catchers are doing a good job of framing tonight. Braden Shavink behind the dish for the Stangs. 0-1. That one's popped up. Sometimes you got to keep your head on a swivel there, folks. Just got to make sure ball doesn't hit you on the coconut while you're trying to broadcast a game. It did miss everybody back there. Here's the 0-2. That one is popped up, second base area, and it's flagged down and caught by Cross Bandy, but the Tigers score 3 and take their first lead of this game. We'll be back with the bottom of the second in just a moment. Bottom of inning number 2, 6, 7, 8 in the Mustang lineup. Tate Brendelin, the DH, will lead it off. Brendelin batting .261 with a .333 on base, a home run, and 6 RBIs in 10 games. He's batting for the designated player Josiah Cox at third base. And a swing and a miss in the dirt. So that Leyva curveball had some dip. Micah has a 2-run cushion to work with. Both sides squaring up the ball well so far. 0-1. Up high, 1-1. Glad to see Tyler from Antioch, Illinois, tuning in. Glad to have you with us. So that one's in the dirt, 2-1. Lincoln Harris awaits on deck, first baseman for Dallas Center Grimes tonight. And the 2-1. Just missed the zone, 3-1. And the 3-1 from Micah. That's down low for ball 4. First walk issued by Micah tonight. And here's Harris with the leadoff man on. Both pitchers now have one free pass apiece. As Bell drew a walk back in the top of the inning. First offering. Called strike. Nice frame from Bell. Popish holding on the runner, Brendelin at first. Leyva checking on that runner at first. Now fires the 0-1 just inside. In case any of you folks at the beginning of the broadcast missed it, Star Mustang Tate Gray is not in the lineup. He is off doing Major League Baseball combine activities, I believe it was. So that's a called strike, 1 and 2 on Harris. Connor Stolp, the pitcher, awaits on deck. And the 1-2, just down low. Harris started to load that front foot, but then held back. So far, so good with Mother Nature and the clouds here at 6:04 p.m. As that one is skied into right, shorts under it. He makes the catch, and that's out number 1. F9 on the scorecard for Harris. This is Stolpe. I've heard Stolp from the dugout a couple times tonight, perhaps a nickname, but this is Stolpe. Stolpe in 2 innings, 5 hits, a walk, and 3 earned runs. We'll try and help his cause here. As that's a called strike. Didn't look like Stolpe loved that call. And here's the 0-1. Check swing just a little bit too far. Throw back to first. Not in time. Count now 0-2 on the Mustang pitcher, with Carson Gill awaiting on deck. And here's the 0-2. Called. Strike 3. Top of the zone. Gets a roar from the Tiger faithful. There are 2 away for the 9-hitter Gill. First strikeout of this game on either side. That one is blocked in the dirt. Bell will throw to second. You betcha! Bell nabs the base runner And the Mustangs go down unceremoniously in the second inning. We go to the third, still 3-1 Tigers here in Grimes. Matt Zaz will start out the top of the third for the Tigers. He grounded into a double play last time, but has aspirations to get more runs on the board for the Tigers as they lead by 2 after 2 here in Grimes. Connor Stolpe returns to the mound for Dallas Center Grimes. So that one misses just up high for ball one. Quick look at the radar. Perhaps some scattered thunderstorms in the 7 o'clock hour. As that one is hit into center. This will get down for a base hit. That makes Zaz 1 for 2. Already the 6th Tiger knock of the night. Really seeing Stolpe well on the mound. And here comes Bell, who drew a free pass to start the second. This would be a big victory for the Tigers going into the Bomber Hangar, if you will, tomorrow night over in Huxley against the Ballard Bombers. Count 0-1 on Bell. Next offering. Called strike. Very catcher-friendly umpire tonight. It's been called pretty even on both sides. Bell and Shavink framing very well. And that's swung on and missed by Bell for strike 3, going down on 3 pitches. Here comes Popish, who had a single his last time. Both starters now have 1 strikeout on the night. Called strike, throw back to first, not in time to nab Zaz. 0-1. That misses inside, 1-1. 1 on, 1 away, 1-1 count. With Alden Short awaiting on deck. That one misses high. And the 2-1 big swing and a miss from Popish. Friendly reminder, in case any of you folks missed the doubleheader last night, Thursday's broadcast at Nevada will be a true radio-style broadcast. We'll still be here on Tiger Broadcast as Popish takes down low. Nevada has some sponsorship deals in place with video broadcasts that we don't want to mess with, but they did actually suggest a radio broadcast. As that one is hit into center field, it will be caught on the run by Carson Gill. That's the second out of the inning. And we'll try and have some fun with that radio broadcast on the road at the Cubs on Thursday night. So an F8 on Popish's line to make him 1 for 2. Alden Short had an RBI single his last time as he takes a strike on the lower outside corner. And the 0-1. That one is hit to third. It's cleanly gloved over to second for one. And one is all that the Mustangs will need. That ends the top of the third. We'll be back with the bottom of the third in just a moment. Nine, 1-2 for the Mustangs here in the bottom of inning number 3. Gil, Perrin, Stocker. As Tate Brendelin was caught stealing by Bell during Gil's at-bat in the previous inning, so he'll get new life. Tigers lead 3-1. Glad to have 26U here on Tiger Broadcast. Cale Sleazer here with you. It's always a pleasure. So that skips in the dirt for a ball. Here's the 1-0. Called strike, upper inside corner. Frames have been the best friends of the catchers tonight for Bell and for Shavink. The 1-1. That one is roped over to Zaz. Snags it at third. Throws a bit offline, but tag applied by Popish. Good job by Seth. And that's a 5-3 put out for out number 1. We're back to the top of the order with Tate Perrin. He popped out to Popish back in the first. First pitch. In the dirt. When Mike has missed tonight, it's been low. He tries to spin that curveball toward the lower portion of the zone a lot. Here's the 1-0. That misses high. 2-0. Kathan Stocker awaits on deck. He had a single his last time. Here's the 2-0. Called strike, enter third. Another good frame from Bell. Two one. That's on the ground up the middle. That'll get past Eldred for a base hit. So a 1-out single for Perrin makes him 1 for 2. And hit number 3 for Dallas Center Grimes this evening. Double play ball is in order for the Tigers. Grauwinkle being moved defensively over at second. And Label will step off just to make sure Josh is in the right spot. First offering to Stocker. Called strike. It's definitely been a framing clinic on both sides tonight. Very light breeze blowing toward left field as that throw goes back to first. That really skipped in the dirt. Popish had to almost block that like a catcher, but he stayed in front of it. 0-1, one away, one runner on here in inning number 3. And Leyva stepping off, keeping a close eye on Perrin. He's bouncing around over there at first. 0-1. Called strike. Mustang crowd doesn't like that one, thought it was low. It's been consistent. If it's framed well by the catcher, it's often been a strike tonight. That one is hit into center field. Camping under it and making the catch is Tommy McGuire for out number 2. So an F8 for Stalker. And here's the second baseman, Bandy, who had a 2-bagger last time. Runner goes, called strike, throw to second. Not quite in time. Good stolen base from Perrin. He got a very good jump. Good throw from Bell, but not quite in time. Both sides now have 1 steal apiece. Here's the 0-1. And that one a called ball, 1-1. Runner in scoring position with 2 away for the Mustangs. Leyva trying to hold the line. Called strike, framed nicely at the knees by Bell. Should the inning continue, catcher Braden Shavink is on deck. He had an RBI ground out to score the lone Mustang run back in the first. 1-2 from Leyva, popped up. Calling for it is Eldred, and makes the catch. And since the first inning, Micah Leyva has been money. We're through 3 innings of baseball here in Grimes. Tigers lead the Mustangs 3-1. Don't go anywhere, folks. We've got a good one. We'll be right back. Top of inning number 4 about to get started here in Grimes. And it'll be the big bat of Trent Wesselman. And 8-9-1 in the order for the Tigers. Glad to see 28 of you still here with us. Kale Sleezer on the mic, as per usual. Always a great night when Tigers baseball is on the docket. That's a called strike. Connor Stolpe still remains on the mound for the Mustangs in a 2-run contest. As that one is hit into right field. It'll be caught on the edge of the infield grass, actually, by first baseman Lincoln Harris for out number 1. That makes Wesselman 0 for 2. Here comes Micah Leyva, who had an RBI single back in the second. Looking to help his own cause. He's pitched 3 solid innings of baseball. 3 hits, a walk, a strikeout, and 1 earned run against a very strong Dallas Center Grimes team, as that one is fouled toward Coach Gall over at third. have to dedicate some time tomorrow to continue searching for what I like to call Operation Mike Gall Jackson. In a game on the road at Knoxville, Coach Gall hit kind of that tiptoe dance move that MJ was famous for as Leyva takes a ball. I've combed the footage several times, haven't found anything yet, but I'm not giving up. Team wants to convert it into a GIF to use for meme purposes. So that one's down low, 2-1. We'll spend some time tomorrow looking through the footage for that. Two one. That one's roped into center field for a base hit. Mike is 2 for 2. He's swinging a very nice bat here these last few games. 7th Gilbert knock of the night. You're so good, Magic Mike, I heard someone say from the dugout. That's good. Taylor Dukes comes in to run at first. 1 on, 1 away. As we're back to the top of the order with Braden Howard. RBI fielder's choice and a stolen base for the left fielder last time. Tommy McGuire on deck has reached base twice. That's on the ground. Dukes was running to second. He will be out at second and out at first. That is an impressive double play from the Mustang infield. And that ends the Tigers' offense in the fourth unceremoniously. We go to the bottom of the fourth in a 2-run ball game here in Grimes. We've got a good ball game brewing here at Dallas Center Grimes between the Tigers and the Mustangs. 3-1 our score. Tigers have the advantage as Micah Leyva returns to the mound. It'll be 4-5-6 for Dallas Center Grimes. Braden Shavink, Alec Eisenhart, Tate, Brendaland. So far, so good for Mother Nature tonight, hoping that the rain can stay away for just a little bit longer. So that's a called strike on Shavink. Next offering from Micah. Swing and a miss. Good fastball offering. Shavink had the lone RBI back in the first. 4-3 ground out. Here's the 0-2. That one's flown into right, drifting toward foul territory, and it'll get down. We'll have another 0-2. Alec Eisenhart on deck, lined out to left as last time. Another 0-2 from Leyva. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on the curveball. That was a beauty from Micah. That's his second punch out of the night. And Eisenhart will try and get something started for the Stang offense. First offering. Big swing and a miss. Lively fastball from Leyva here in the fourth. No action in the Tiger bullpen. A lot of arms used in yesterday's doubleheader. Trying to get through a long week. This is game 3 of 5 in a span of 4 days. That one's popped up right side. Popish running over, and he'll run out of room. Count is 0-2. Micah's gotten up in a lot of 0-2 counts today. And it's definitely been a key to his success, attacking early. Not being afraid of a very strong Mustang lineup, even though they are without their best hitter, Tatum Gray, this evening. That's squibbed on the ground over to first. Popish gloves. And he will step on first just in time. So that will be a 3 unassisted ground out. And here's Brendeland, who drew a walk his last time. Leyva gets set. Winds and fires. That's up high for ball 1. Brendeland DHing for designated player Josiah Cox at third this evening. 1-0. That one is hit well to left, but playable for Howard. Makes the catch, and how about 4 innings of 1-run ball for Micah Leyva as he gets a nice hand from the Tiger faithful in the stands. Tigers lead by 2 after 4 here in Grimes. Don't you dare go anywhere, folks. Tigers are firing on all cylinders tonight. Two, 3, 4 for the Tigers here in inning number 5. McGuire, Eldred, Zaz. Connor Stolpe retakes his position on the mound. 7 hits, a walk, a strikeout, and 3 earned runs on his line. That one misses low for a ball. Glad to see it. Even 30 of you still here with us. Kale Sleazer here on the mic. Always a pleasure. Truly is my honor and privilege to be back for a second season of Tigers baseball. Nowhere I would rather be. So that one misses high for a ball. It's great to see the growth that this team has had under new head coach Jake Gall. A lot of these guys building on great seasons from last year, especially Tommy in the box right now. So he takes inside. He's ahead in the count 3-0. My cousin Blake Bell's also had a great season. Popish and Zaz have shown very, very good discipline. Both have on-base percentages above .425 coming into tonight as Tommy takes a strike. Micah Leyva's batting line has greatly ballooned from last season. Josh Grauwinkle has been excellent on the mound. Just an overall great effort from the Tigers as that one is squibbed foul. That'll make the count full on Tommy. Tommy has doubled and walked tonight. Eldred on deck is 1 for 2. Payoff pitch. That one is hit. Base hit into center field. I said it earlier this season, and I will say it again. Tommy McGuire's bat could warm a fireplace on a cold winter night. He has had an amazing season. 8th Tiger hit of the evening. And that should put Tommy's average above 500 on the season now, as he came into tonight with a 490, and we're in the middle of June. As Eldred takes the ball. .6:31 p.m. local time here in Grimes, as Tommy was running, but Eldred spoils it foul. That'll even up the count at 1. About 73 degrees here in Grimes. That one is hit well to center field, but playable. Going back and making the catch for out number 1 is Carson Gill. And here's Zaz with one away. Hardy F8 for Eldred. Gave it a ride, but not quite far enough. Very small amount of wind here in Grimes tonight. American flag in center field is at a standstill. So that's a called strike on Zaz. He's 1 for 2. He grounded into a double play, but singled his last time. And that's a called strike on the edge, 0-2. As Blake Bell awaits on deck. 0-2. That one's fouled back to the screen. We'll have another 0-2 as Seth Popish will jog that baseball. A little buggy out here tonight. I should have packed bug spray. Definitely have some new bug bites when I get home. So that one misses high. 1-2. Definitely a good atmosphere out here for the gnats and mosquitoes, with lots of rainy conditions the last couple of nights. 1-2 is fouled back to the fence. Zaz fighting to stay alive. One on, one away, 1-2 count on Matt Zaz. Tigers nursing a 2-run lead, and that's called strike 3 on Zaz. He'll go down looking. Second strikeout of the night for Stolpe. And here's Bell, who's 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. That walk scored the first run of the game for the Tigers. So that's a ball up high. Both sides have 1 steal apiece. Tommy not getting a huge lead, but there he goes anyway. It misses down low. Throw to second is offline, and it's a stolen base for Tommy. He did not have much of a lead at all, but it got a great jump. And that's his first stolen bag of the night. .2-0. Called strike on the edge, 2-1. Base hit to the outfield. Should theoretically score McGuire at second. He's got good wheels out there. 2-1. Down low, 3-1. Seth Popish on deck should the inning continue. He's 1 for 2 on the night. 3-1 to Bell. Big swing and a miss. Good offering from Stolpe there. Makes the count full. Stolpe looks back to second and fires the 3-2. That's popped up. That'll get foul, and it just misses the bleachers on the home side. We'll have another 3-2. Another 3-2. That one is hit into center field. And camping under it and making the catch is Gill. The Tigers can't capitalize with a runner in scoring position, but they still lead 3-1 after 4.5. We'll be back in just a moment. Micah Lavo remains on the mound for the Tigers, as he will face the bottom of the Mustang order: Lincoln Harris, Connor Stolpe, Carson Gill. All of the aforementioned Mustangs are 0 for 1 on the night. Mustangs scored one run in the first, and since then, 3 goose eggs on the board from Micah Lava. He's pitched very well against one of the more potent offenses in Central Iowa. So that one misses high for a ball. Mustangs are without star Tatum Gray tonight. He is at the MLB Combine. Very bright future ahead for that young man. Tied for second in the state with home runs with 7 and has a .459 average. Mustangs are sure missing him right about now, as that's a called strike at the knees on Harris. One from Leva. Check swing. Just a little bit too far. Chased a curveball in the dirt. Micah has mixed his pitches well tonight. He hasn't leaned on that curveball too much. Here's the 1-2 up high on the fastball, 2-2. Usually Micah's pretty curveball heavy later in counts, but has kept it pretty even tonight. He has 2 strikeouts on the night and has a 2-2 count to Harris. That one is on the ground. That's a fair ball just past Seth Popish at first. And Alvin Short will gather and get it in. It's a leadoff single for Harris, and the 4th Mustang hit of the evening. And here's Stolpe, who will try and help his own cause. He is the potential tying run for Dallas Center Grimes. Not a bad crowd on hand tonight, considering that the JV and varsity games were switcherooed mid-afternoon, as that is bunted right back to Leva. He'll throw to second, and it's offline. It gets into center. And that'll be an E1 on Leva, as Stolpe reaches first and Harris reaches second. When the Tigers have crumbled in games this season, it has been because of defensive mistakes, and one just being made there. Now the potential go-ahead run stands in with Carson Gill, looking to turn it around for the top of the Mustang order. This is a very big spot in this ballgame. The triple play ball is in order. One of these days I'm going to say it, and it's going to happen. The odds are low, but never zero. First one to Gill. He's showing bunt. It's pulled back. Gathered nicely by Bell on a bounce. Leva gets set. Winds and fires the 1-0. Bunt shown. It's laid down. It dribbles just foul to even the count at 1. Tate Perrin awaits on deck. He had a single and a stolen bases last time up. Mustangs trying to turn it around for their 3rd turn through the order. Usually that's the danger zone for starting pitchers at any level. You want to try and be as efficient as you can through the first 2 turns before a batter sees you for a 3rd time and has a better idea of your pitch mix. 1-1, bunt shown again, and chased a bit there from Gill. Count is 1-2. We'll see if that eliminates the bunt. 6:41 p.m. local time here in Grimes, Iowa. Looking to hold off the rain for some baseball tonight. The 1-2. That's on the ground. That will be gloved by Eldred over at shortstop, and he throws it away. And that will score a run. Eldred had no business making that throw in the first place. And it is now runners on 2nd and 3rd. with the Mustangs now only trailing by 1 with nobody out. That is scored a hit, rightfully so for Gil, but the throwaway scores a run. Eldred has been bit by the error bug a lot this season. That is his 13th error. I believe he also had one in the second game last night. That game is officially suspended. That was in a 6-6 tie against Boone. Sometimes you just gotta eat the ball and take what the role gives you, and Eldred trying a little too hard out there, threw it away, trying to get it to Popish at first, had no chance to get the runner. And that could be a very crucial mistake in this ball game. Back to the top of the order for the Mustangs. First pitch is up high to Perrin. Still no action in the Tiger bullpen. Corner infield playing in. Here's the 1-0. Called strike 1-1. Long pause from Leyva. Now the 1-1 popped up. I'll get foul behind everybody as the count's now 1-2. Kathan Stocker is due up next. He's 1 for 2. Runners on second and third. 1 home in the inning for the Mustangs. Still nobody out. This would be a big out for Leyva. That one is hit well to center, but playable. Catch is made by McGuire. This will score a run, but it holds the other runner at second. This game is tied. But a good job by McGuire to get that in quickly. So it'll be a sac fly for Perrin. Pitch from Leyva. Ball just up high. Looked like Stocker was showing bunt there briefly, but pulled back. He is 1 for 2 on the night. Cross Bandy on deck is also 1 for 2, but with a double. 1-0 from Micah. Bunt shown, pulled back, ball 2. Maybe some hints of drizzle starting to fall here in Grimes. We've got an umbrella on standby just in case. Here's the 2-0. Bunt shown. It's laid down foul. That'll make it 2-1. Carson Gill on second. After hitting a single and then advancing on an error from Ian Eldred. Leyva looks back to second, winds and fires the 2-1. Misses inside. Good snag from Bell to prevent a wild pitch there. 3-1. Up high for ball 4. That does put the conventional double play back on the docket, but now 2 runners on. And here's Bandy, the 3-hole hitter. That walk is the second one issued by Micah tonight. Still no action in the Tiger bullpen. First pitch. Up high for ball 1. Bandy has 25 RBI on the season coming into this game in just 17 games played. Been very good with runners in scoring position. 1-0. Called strike. Bit of breaking action there from Micah. 1-1, one away. 2 runners on. Tie ball game here in Grimes. One. That's popped up. Infield fly rule is in effect, and it is caught by Matt Zaz. Took a bit of an awkward step there on the pitcher's mound where he caught it. Appears to be okay. So it'll be a P5 on Bandy, and here's Braden Shavink, who has an RBI groundout and a strikeout on the evening. Glad to see 31 of you still here with us. Kale Sleazer here with you. Welcome to Tiger fans and Mustang fans alike, in case any home fans are tuned into the broadcast. That one misses high for ball 1. JV and varsity have the old switcheroo pulled on them, trying to avoid the rain later in tonight's forecast. So varsity getting their slate out of the way first, and we hope to get JV in as well. 1-0. That's chopped on the ground. This will squib foul. It almost looked like that was going to spin back fair. It was foul by about a foot down that third baseline. That evens the count at 1. Tigers will be on the road at the Ballard Bombers tomorrow. They're number 5 in the state as of new rankings released last night. Tigers looking to knock them off on the road for the 2nd year in a row. Got to take care of these Mustangs first. Leyva checking closely on the base runners and fires the 1-1. That one is hit well to right center field, running and not able to make the catch is Tommy McGuire. This will give the Mustangs the lead. 1 run is in, and we might have a rundown here. Throw to the plate is going to get away from Eldred. So 2 runs score. It's now 5-3. Another unfortunate throwing error from Eldred. And a courtesy runner comes in for the Mustangs. So it's now a runner on second with 2 away. 4 runs home in the inning for the Mustangs as Eldred has made 2 very costly errors for the Tigers tonight in this inning. It'll be an RBI single called strike on Eisenhart. RBI single for Shavink. Then another unearned run scores. Oh, 1. Check swing, no swing, says the field umpire. Count now even at 1. Leyva gets the sign. Winds and fires. That one's popped up. Left field, Howard running into foul territory makes the catch. The ball had a little bit more carry there than I thought. But that ends the inning, but 2 big Eldred errors help give the Mustangs 4 runs. Tigers now trail by 2 after 5 innings here in Grimes. Popish, short, Wesselman, 6-7-8 for the Tigers here in inning number 6. And now all of a sudden, Connor Stolpe on the mound has a lead to work with. As that one misses low for a ball. And that one will rattle around for ball 2. And that one's a called strike on Popish. Count 2-1. Seth has a single and a fly out to center field so far tonight. So that one is fouled away to make the count even at 2. Tigers are down to their final 6 outs, trailing by 2. Some unfortunate errors from Ian Eldred allowed 4 runs to score for the Mustangs. As we now see action in the Tiger bullpen, it does look like Eldred is warming up out there. Eldred has not pitched yet this season. Had some action last year, though, as that one is hit well into center field. And diving and not making the catch is the center fielder. Popish should have a double here. And he does. A good layout effort by Carson Gill in center field, but that is just what the doctor ordered if you're the Tigers. A leadoff double for Popish. Has had a very nice bat these last couple of nights. That is the 9th Tiger hit of the evening. We'll see if Alden Short can get anything going here. Had an RBI single back in the 2nd inning. Called strike on the edge. And there's another called strike, 0-2. Both of those pitches located pretty well on the edges there by Stolpe. He has 2 strikeouts tonight. 0-2. That one is popped up, and that one is going to get down in right field. Popish will stay at second. That ball just kind of died before it got to the right fielder, Kathan Stalker. And the Tigers are in business here in the 6th with a potential go-ahead run coming to the plate in Trent Wesselman. Wouldn't mind another go-ahead home run from Trent here, just like he had in Mason City as that swung on and missed for a strike. Trent on the night is 0-2. He popped up to first bases last time. Next offering is a called strike. And we'll see if Stolpe will look to pull the string here on Wesselman. It's popped up. Go foul out of play behind everybody. We'll have another 0-2 as the sun starts to set here in Grimes. Oh-2. Up high for a ball. Here's the 1-2. Up high, 2-2. Wesselman resisting the temptation of those high fastballs. Micah Leyva is on deck. He's had a nice night, 2 for 2 with an RBI. Seth Popish is on second with nobody out. And another high fastball, ball 3. So Wesselman staying disciplined and working the count full. The 3-2. That one is sailed into left foul territory. And that will get down and crashing into the fence. His third baseman, Josiah Cox, took a bit of an awkward tumble there, but it looks like he's all right. He's the designated player in the lineup tonight. Wesselman has enough power for major league pop-up distance. That's definitely what that was there. Here's the 3-2. That's on the ground to shortstop. Throw to second for one, over to first. Is going to be a bit offline, so it'll be a fielder's choice. And there's now runners on the corners with one away. And here comes Leyva. Not a bad at-bat from Wesselman. 6-4 fielder's choice. Advances the runner to third. Micah had a majestic sac fly at Iowa Falls on Friday. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here if he did the same thing. That's a called strike toward the outer edge. Micah trying to turn the order over for Braden Howard on deck. Braden has an RBI tonight and a stolen base. 0-1. That one is hit into center. Caught on a line drive. Popish was caught running, but the ball gets away. Popish caught a break there. He was running thinking that the ball would get down. It was caught on a line by Carson Gill. That would have been a big mistake. But the throw in is offline, so it's a hearty line out from Leyva. Tigers avoid disaster there. And here's Braden with two away. Tigers need to get one across here, down two with 4 outs remaining. Called strike at the knees. Here's the 0-1. That's on the ground to shortstop. Cleanly gloved. Throw to first is on line, and the Tigers squander a runner in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Mustangs still lead 3-5. 5-3 rather in Grimes. Tate Brendelin leading off the bottom of the 6th inning, 6-7-8 for the Mustangs. Michael Leyva is still on the mound. Brendelin is 0 for 1 with a walk this evening. So that one's a called strike. Cloud cover really starting to roll in now. Mother Nature has been gracious to us until this point. So that is on the ground to second. Grauwinkle cleanly gloves. Throw to first is on the money for out number 1. 4-3 put out. Here comes Lincoln Harris, who's 1 for 2. Tigers have 3 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors. Mustangs have 5 runs on 6 hits with no errors. The errors are the difference in this ball game. 2 Eldred errors in the bottom of the 5th helps some runs score for the Mustangs as that one misses low for a ball. We'll be right back here on Tiger Broadcast tomorrow night when the Tigers are on the road at number 5 Ballard. 1-0. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Glad to see 34 of you are still here with us. We welcome Tiger and Mustang fans alike. Glad to have you with us as that misses down low, 2-1. Temperature slowly starting to drop here in Grimes. Down to the low 70s now, 2-1. That swung on and missed, 2-2 the count. Leyva gets the sign, winds and fires. That's up high, 3-2. It has not been a bad outing tonight for Micah. Mustangs scrapped their run across in the first. Leyva had a good 2-3-4 slate of innings, but defense hasn't done him a lot of favors in any game he's pitched this season. He's had some tough breaks go against him as that one misses low for ball 4. As Harris draws the free pass, and we're going to have a pinch hitter here. This is going to be Brady Smith off the bench. Smith, a sophomore, has played in 15 games, a 115 average, but a 378 on base, has drawn 11 walks. And has scored 6 runs for the Mustangs. Mustangs head coach just getting that lineup updated with the home plate umpires. He pencils it in. 5-3 our score. Tigers down to their final 3 outs when we come up in the top of the 7th. It will be the heart of the order. McGuire, Eldred, Zaz, 2-3-4. Double play ball is in order for the Tigers. First pitch to Smith misses outside for a ball. So Harris has his night end. 1 for 2 with a walk. There's a called strike on the edge, 1-1. Tigers looking to come back and improve to 9-7 on the year. Mustangs looking to hold on to this lead to improve to 12-6. 1-1. Called strike. Nice frame at the knees by Bell. Count is 1-2. And Micah will throw back to first. Close play, but diving back in safely is Harris. That's actually a courtesy runner over at first. Wearing number 24, that's Jack Shavink over at first. 1-2, there goes Shavink. Called strike 3, and the throw is pretty high, but snagged nicely by Grauwinkle. So it is a stolen base for Shavink off the bench. And here comes Carson Gill in the 9 spot. That strikeout is Leyva's 3rd. Smith was batting for Stolpe there. Got a little mixed up in my scorecard. That's popped up. That gets foul behind everybody. Here's the 0-1. That misses high, 1-1. Gil is 1 for 2 on the night. Had a single his last at bat. Next offering from Leyva, high 2-1. More action in the Tiger bullpen. I believe I see Isaac Renzi warming up out there. Two one, up high 3-1. Should the inning continue, we'll go back to the top of the order with Tate Perrin, who you see in the on-deck area there. He is 1 for 2 with a sac fly and a stolen base. Three one from Leyva. Up high for ball 4, and this inning will continue. Third walk issued by Micah. Folks, I gotta say, these bugs out here are just dang pesky tonight. I'm getting bit up to high heaven back here. I'm gonna have a lot of bug bites when I get home. First one to Perrin is low for a ball, snagged nicely by Bell. Great catcher play on both sides tonight between Blake Bell for the Tigers and Braden Shavink for the Mustangs. Here's the 1-0. Called strike that evens the count. Should the inning continue, it's Kathan Stalker due up next. 1 for 2 with a walk. Leyva checking on the base runners. Now fires the 1-1. That's tight for ball 2. Two one. That's a wild pitch that gets away from Bell. And that will advance the runners 90 feet. And we'll see how long Micah Leyva's leash is if this inning continues beyond Tate Perrin. Count is 3-1. Runners at second and third with 2 away. The offering. Up high for ball 4. And here comes Coach Gall with the bases loaded. Back-to-back walks issued by Leyva. And I see Isaac Renzi jogging in. It looks like we'll have a pitching change here in Grimes. We'll let Isaac warm up. And things are getting a little chippy between the umpires and now Coach Gall. I don't know what was said there to warrant that. Been a little chippy between both coaching staffs and the umpires at various points tonight. But it will be Isaac Renzi on the mound when we come back. We'll step aside and let him warm up. And we'll resume play with Kathan Stalker up. Bases loaded, 2 away. Isaac Renzi just trying to hold the line before the heart of the Tiger order with McGuire, Eldred, and Zaz comes up in the top of the 7th. First offering from Isaac. Called strike. Isaac has pitched in 5 games. 6 1/3 innings pitched. Struck out 7 in that time. It's been a little up and down for Isaac. As that one is lined into right, that's down for a base hit. This will score 2. The throw in is not in time. So it's a 2-run single for Stalker, and that is a critical blow to the Tiger comeback hopes as the Mustangs now lead by 4. Both of those runs are charged to Micah. Bandy is 1 for 3 with a double tonight. So that's a called strike. Oh, 1 from Renzi. That one is hit well into right field, but that one's going to be right at Alden Short. He makes a bunny hop catch, but the Mustangs do damage in the 6th. This game is not over yet, folks. Turn your rally caps around at home. I'm doing mine here in the ballpark. Tigers will have their last stand when we come back. New arm on the mound for the Mustangs, Jackson Seidel. Seidel has appeared in 5 games, has a 3.71 ERA, 6 strikeouts, and 5 2/3 innings pitched. We'll see if that hot bat of Tommy McGuire can get something started for the Tigers. Down 4 here in the 7th. That's a hearty swing foul behind the bleachers. Stay tuned for the JV game after this one concludes. We'll have a live feed and keep the score. So that one just misses high, 1-1. That upper part of the strike zone has shifted down a little bit over the course of this game, but it's been consistent on both sides. That one is flown into left, camping under it, and making the catch is Alec Eisenhart for out number 1. So Tommy is retired for the first time this evening. And here comes Eldred. That's on the ground to third. It's cleanly gloved. Throw to first is offline. Eldred will go to second. It should be a single and then an E5. So we'll see if Eldred base running chaos can get something started here. So a hit and an error is the official score as it flashes across the scoreboard. Single and then an E5 on Josiah Cox. And here comes Zaz. First pitch. Called strike. Not a bad curveball there from Seidel. Here's the line in the 0-1. Going to third is Eldred, and that ball gets into left field. Eldred thought about going home, but Coach Gall said, "You stop right there, young man." Count is 0-2. Big gamble there from Eldred. He's been very aggressive on the bases this last week, but it's paid off. Count 0-2 on Zaz. And that's on the ground to third. This should score a run. It's cleanly gloved. Throw to first is in time. Tigers exchange an out for a run. It's 7-4. And now the final out of the evening rests on the shoulders of Blake Bell. Bell has walked, struck out, and flown out to center. That one skips in the dirt for a ball. Bell just needs to keep the line moving for Seth Popish on deck. Seth has swung a very nice bat in the last 24 hours. Single and a double tonight. Bases clearing double in the shortened game last night. Count 1-1 on Bell. Next offering. Swing and a miss at a low curveball, and the Tigers are down to their final strike. The wind and the 1-2 in the dirt, 2-2. Bell loaded on that front foot, but held off of that biting curveball. Next offering from Seidel, down low, 3-2. Payoff pitch to Bell. Chops it foul and stays alive. Good at bat here from Blake. Was fooled once by a curveball, but it started to time it up a little bit. See it a little better toward that lower edge of the zone. Another 3-2 from Seidel. That one is hit into center field. And running in and making the catch to seal the game is Carson Gill. Our final score, Mustangs 7, Tigers 4. Mustangs jumped out to an early lead in the first, but the Tigers responded with 3 runs in the second inning. The wheels fell off the bus, however, in the bottom of the 5th, where 2 Ian Eldred errors helped score 4 Mustang runs. Tigers managed to get 1 run here in the 7th, but could not complete the comeback effort. Tigers fall to 8-8 on the year as the Mustangs improve to 12-6. JV action follows a 30-minute break. Hopefully we can get a few innings in with the weather as the grounds crew comes out to the field. We'll still have a live feed, keep the live scoreboard, live video. I'm going to go get a hot dog from the concession stand. I've seen people walking by me with food all night, and I'm just hungry now. We'll see you on the varsity broadcast tomorrow at Ballard. But as far as the voice of K.O. Sleazer tonight, that's it from me. We'll still run the live feed. Stay safe out there, folks, and dodge the rain on this cold and gnat-infested Tuesday night. Should have brought Bug Soother, dang it.